All right.
So I moved to Asia when I was 18. I had no plans, nothing. Just bought a one-way ticket and told my mom goodbye.
At the starting of the week, at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See those leaders start to frown.
I just thought I would figure it out, and well, I guess I did because it's been 2 years now. And now I'm in my apartment in Thailand. I've been to Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and when I tell that to people, I always get the same questions. Why Asia? Why did you leave? How do you get money for this? So I thought, you know what? Why not make a video about it? And I can share a little bit about my life and yeah. So my name is Nathaniel, and this is my life as a 20-year-old living alone in Asia. I honestly never thought about making those types of videos because honestly that's just not what I'm comfortable doing. But my brother convinced me to give it a shot. He said, hey, you're living a life that some people may find extraordinary. Like, you're living a pretty awesome life for your age. So why not try and document it and put some videos out, maybe grow a platform with it. So I was like, you know what? You are right. I will give it a shot. And well, this is it. This is my shot.
So yeah, I wanted to talk about like not my life since then, but the way I feel. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but I told myself I wanted to do it, and I did it. Since I made that decision, my life took a turn that I could have never expected. And I'm very glad I did because at one point I felt the pressure. And I know some of you guys felt the pressure too and are feeling the pressure right now. And that's the reason that I'm kind of doing this, because if I can inspire people, not inspire, I'm not like a role model or anything, but if I can show some people, even one person, that it is possible and you can see what's out there and kind of see that life is bigger than what people be telling you. Because at one point I thought that like high school, college, university, this degree, job, everything. I really just wanted something else, and I don't think that's wrong of me to want something else, but I had to like go through with it. A lot of responsibilities. All of my family was so supportive, right? But they weren't doing it for me. So I had to do it by myself. I was 18 in Japan, in Thailand, by myself, and it was scary. But it taught me some things that I would have never learned otherwise, right? So yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Now, I want to talk about the stuff I like and the stuff I don't like about Asia in general. I don't mean to generalize because I know Asia is a continent and every country has its own culture, its own set of values, its own people. But let's talk about it in general. Let's talk about Asia in general. As an American, like I'm Canadian by the way, but I've lived in Canada, America. So basically, when I came to Asia for the first time, it was kind of circumstantial because as long as I can remember, I was always the type of guy to just go out there. I actually left home when I was 16, right? Like throughout my life, my teenagehood, my childhood, I've lived in Africa, I've lived in Europe, I've lived in America, I've lived in Canada. And when I was 16, it was the first time I actually left home. And I told my mom, like, I'm going to California. So I just went to California for a few months, right? Just by myself, a 16-year-old kid. I had to lie, say I was 18 to do most of the shit I wanted to do. And I found a couple of jobs there. I just worked there, and it was very good. But I stayed in California for a few months because the things I was looking for, I didn't quite find them in California. So when I came back home after a few months, I actually told my family, I think I'm going to Asia. I had been learning Japanese for a few years, so I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to Asia. At the time, I didn't have quite the money to go to Japan yet, so I was like, okay, what's the next best option? It was Thailand, and I've been doing martial arts since I'm like a kid. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Thailand, go do Muay Thai, and from Thailand, I'm gonna find a way to go to Japan. And this is what I did. I went to Thailand first. I went to Phuket and I went to Tiger Muay Thai. I was doing Muay Thai, doing competitions, doing training, and everything. I wouldn't say everything went well. It was very I have so many stories to tell you guys. So many things could have gone wrong, but because of God everything went well, right? So yeah, after like I stayed in Thailand for a few months, went back home, and for a month and a half, I think. Then I went to Japan, and I really loved it. Japan is amazing. Everything you heard about Japan is true, guys. It is amazing. Might not be amazing to work and live there, but like to stay there vacation, it is amazing. But yeah, then I went to South Korea. It was so funny to me because I always thought Japan would be the place that I'm most attracted to, but when I actually went to Seoul, South Korea, Seoul, depending on however you say it, Seoul was actually the city I like the most. Like, South Korea is the place that I thought Japan would be. Korea. Then I went back to Thailand, and now I'm in Thailand for a year. I'm doing Muay Thai a lot. Like my principal occupation is doing Muay Thai. I'm also doing like language school, so to learn Thai and everything because eventually I want to work in hotels and I want to work with like tourism and stuff. It wasn't easy. There's a lot of stuff that I like, a lot of stuff that I don't like, and this is what this video is about. It's basically my first video, right? So I'm just gonna talk about my life, my own personal. I'm just yapping.
There's some stuff that I like, there's some stuff that I don't like, but basically it's been awesome. It allowed me to learn that life is not all about the beaten path. Where you are the main character of your life. And I've always known this, but I've kind of been scared to live that truth, you know? Everybody's always like, oh, you can be whatever you want. But when it's actually time to do it, you're actually scared a little bit because it's like, whoa, I don't know this, I don't know that. So it's scary to take a leap of faith. But when you actually do it, you can learn so many things. You can experience life in a way that you never thought would be possible. So yeah, let's talk about Thailand, right? Let's talk about Asia in general. Right now I'm in Thailand. Thailand is the place I call home right now. I know you've heard that Thailand is very cheap, right? I mean, everybody thinks that Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, all of those places are very cheap. It is true. Thailand, Vietnam, from what I know, Malaysia, I've been to Malaysia too. It is pretty cheap compared to, I guess some of you guys are in America, some of you guys are in Europe, some of you guys are in Canada. And it is pretty cheap compared to us, right? But do not think that you're gonna come here with 500 euros and $1,000 and live like the king of Dubai. It is not happening. This is not the 80s anymore. We are done with the 90s. So yeah, definitely it's cheaper. It is cheaper and I love it because it's allowing me to live out my passions for a very affordable price. I can rent like the apartment I'm in, I think the rental price is $500 a month and I'm downtown. And the same apartment in America, let's say Atlanta, would cost you $2,000 US, but I got it for 500. So yeah, it is cheaper. I don't want to be the guy telling you guys to come here and like live out, ball out and get girls and everything because Thailand is so much more than that, right? Thailand is not only girls, only like the nightlife. I've been going to the waterfalls, I've been going to the beaches, I've been talking to the people, working with them, cleaning the beaches, and you know, I've been here for like 2 years. Not 2 years consistently in Thailand, but back and forth for 2 years. The things that I found the most difficult in Asia, and more particularly in Thailand and Korea, was that the people doesn't seem to be very helpful. Oh wait, there's a plane going by. So yeah, the people are not very helpful. And as a foreigner, we all know what the policies of Japan and the policies of Korea are with foreigners. You know, foreigners are welcome, but they're never going to be treated as like the first class citizens. As foreigners, we're always going to be second class citizens. And for me, that's okay. Like, I mean, that's their country. In Thailand, for example, you could never own land. You will never be able to own land unless you're Thai. And I guess it's okay. That's their country. They want to protect it. So who am I to complain about it? But like, yeah, the people here are very smiley. The people here are very polite. But when you actually do need help, like for me, for example, I'm here long term, right? And if I need help, for example, like from my landlord to fix something in the house, or I need help to get something for my visas, they're not very helpful. They're not very helpful. They're gonna say like, oh, I got you. I'll be back to you tomorrow. I'll be back to you tomorrow. Do not expect them to be back to you tomorrow, right? They're very like all about putting up faces, putting up appearances, but they're very nice. When you meet them, when you talk to them, they're very nice, but do not expect them to actually go out of their way to help you. That's something very important that you have to know about those places. They're not gonna go out of their way to help you, right? They're just gonna say they will so that they don't look bad. Another thing is that a lot of corruption. If you get caught riding a bike without a helmet, just because you're a foreigner, you might be targeted. You might be a target for the police officers, and they might ask you to pay, and you're just gonna pay. For you, it might not be a lot. It might be like what, $50? $50. It might add up, and you kind of feel some type of way about it. Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam is very welcoming, but when you're actually there long term, be the same way you thought it was gonna be. It is very corrupted, and that's okay. I mean that's not okay, but that's the reality of it. So what are you gonna do? Complain about it? No, just deal with it. You are gonna, if like, let's say you argue with a Thai man or woman or whatever, a Thai citizen, you're never gonna be in the right. Just forget about it. Like, you are in the wrong. Another plane. So yeah, let's say you argue with a Thai citizen. You're always gonna be in the wrong. In Asia, most of the time, as a foreigner, you're in the wrong. And I've heard the same stories about Japan. I've heard the same stories about Korea. Do not pick a fight with some of their own. You will not come out of this victorious. So kind of stay in your lane. And that's, me, I don't have any problems dealing with it. For some people, they might think it's unfair. If I can give you one advice for Asia, for all the places that I've been, if I could summarize all of my experience in one advice, it would be to stay in your lane. Do not try to be bigger than you are, because you will not come out of this victorious. You will not. Enough for the negative. What do I like about this place? Why am I drawn to this place? Why do I keep coming back to this place, even though I could go to Europe, even though I could go to South America, Brazil, Mexico? Why do I keep coming back to here? Asia really lets you be whatever you want to be. It lets you do whatever you want to do, and nobody's gonna judge you for it. Everybody's gonna have a very nice attitude towards you. And I love this. It is so positive. The vibe here, when you get to one of these places that I've named, the vibe is so positive that I've never experienced anywhere else. Like from America, Canada, Africa, wherever I've been, I've never quite experienced that type of positivity. Walking in the street and an old woman is just maybe carrying your groceries, and she's just saying hi, and you just help her, and she doesn't know you, but you just be helping her carry her groceries, and then she invites you to eat. Like, this is something that happened to me. A woman that I've never met in my life. I saw her carry grocery bags. I asked her, do you need help? I can carry your groceries for you. And she was like, oh, okay, thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. And she invited me out to eat. She cooked for me. And I was like, wow, that never happened. Like, maybe back home, maybe they would just give me a thanks. And that is enough. I don't expect anything for my actions, but being invited in somebody's home to eat just because they feel some type of way about your actions is crazy. It is the first time it happens to you, you're gonna remember it forever. So yeah, definitely that hospitality of that place is something that I did not expect. As a martial artist, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Japan, I'm not very much of a wrestler or judoka, but I'm a Muay Thai fighter, I'm a kickboxing fighter, I'm a boxing fighter. Going to Asia and actually taking part in the original discipline. When you go to Thailand and you do Muay Thai with the original Muay Thai coaches, and like they have traditions, They have culture about it. Like the whole gym is different. The whole gym culture is different. It is an experience you're never gonna forget. You're never gonna forget about that experience. And the gyms, if you're a martial artist, I can only advise you to come to Asia. Come to Thailand, come to Vietnam. Even if you don't have a big budget, any of these places, you're gonna find something for you. The gym culture, the people, the community feeling. Like when you get to a gym, you train maybe a week or two, those guys in the gym, they're your boys now, you know? Even if sometimes they don't even speak your language, but they're your boys. So yeah, that's something that I love about this place. Every time I come back here, every time I'm here, I get to the gym, I meet the boys, I meet the people that I'm close with, and I'm like, wow, like we bonded so fast. And it's a genuine bond, you know, like it's not like just putting up appearances, like I said earlier. It's a genuine bond. Like the people that are your friends, they're your friends. And that's something that I've never quite experienced before. I really like the food. Let's talk about the food, right? The food. You saw me eat earlier, now I'm done. You know, I actually had to stop the video just to eat because I couldn't stop eating, because once I started, I couldn't stop. So I just had to eat. The food is amazing. The food is amazing, and you can find food so cheap. Like, let's say, even for them, I feel like the food is quite cheap. Like the food is not as expensive for them as it is for us back home. Even when balancing it out, the food is so good, so cheap. There's so many options. Everything is close by. Everything is convenient. One thing about Asia that I love, convenience. They have taken that word and made it into a lifestyle. Everything in Asia is so convenient, whether it be the public transport, whether it be food delivery, whether it be household utilities delivery. Like this morning, for example, I noticed that I didn't have any like laundry softener. What did I do? I opened Grab, I opened Uber Eats, I opened any of the apps that I'm using. In 5 minutes, my shit was here. Gave a little tip to the driver, and it was done, over with. In Vietnam, it's convenient. In Thailand, it's convenient. In Japan, it's convenient. Korea, I haven't quite found it as convenient, but it is still very convenient. Yeah, so I love it about Asia. It is so convenient. The culture, it is amazing. The fact that you're able to like leave your condo, leave your apartment, and walk to a temple that's less than a kilometer, less than a mile away from you, and just stay there and just chill there and just appreciate the culture, appreciate the vibe is amazing. That's something that, I mean, we do have churches and stuff back home. If you just walk in a temple, like they have strict rules here. You cannot walk in a temple with like shorts or anything. You need to have long pants. I love it about this place. It's so cultural. And even though everyone is not religious, the culture is very important, and people care about each other. There's very much the culture of do not be a bother, and I love it. When you're in a line, let's say a line at the store, a line at the restaurant, everybody's calm, everybody's respectful, and I love it. Everybody is so respectful. I love it. This is my first video, so it might not make sense. To be honest, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me because I feel like it's something that I can do and something that might be positive to the world. It is my first video, so please be indulgent. Yeah, I've been living in Asia for the past 2 years, and I don't think I will leave anytime soon. Those travels, those experiences have changed my life, have changed the way I see the world. And I can only recommend, if you feel that fire inside of you, if you feel that need to go out there and explore, do it. Do it. Do not wait. Do it. Do not think about all the logistics. Do not think about all the negatives and all the needs, requirements. Just do. You will make it. If you feel that need, you will find a way to achieve it. Basically, my name is Nathaniel, Nate for my close friends. If you want to be part of it, you can follow. You can follow my Instagram. I don't really post, but there's some cool highlights in there that you can like, that you can see. And I might post soon. Like if I see some people following, I might post, like I have to. So yeah, follow my YouTube channel, follow my Instagram. And yeah, this was my first video. I'm quite nervous. Like I said in the beginning, this is not something that I feel comfortable doing. I talked for almost 30 minutes. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for everything, and live life.